Right. We are just gonna move on to the membership agenda, and so thank you all for attending, we really appreciate it. We just had our science fair on over the weekend, and I think it was a great success that we had. We had a lot of very excited kids and very excited parents and very excited scientists talking to the kids, and it was very sweet and very a fun event, I think. So thank you everyone that came out on Saturday. But we're gonna go ahead and now that I went, then we're gonna have Ms. Prin go and give your brief update.
I just want to introduce this because it's your first PTA meeting that I've been here, and we're so happy you're here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm Susie Prin, the principal. So yeah, I'm Tonya Love.
Here. I'm Sean Ryan, French emergency leader.
Emergency leader.
Yes.
Okay.
Acacia Vance, parent and budgeter. I'm Melanie Knight, the assistant principal. Melanie Knight.
Melanie, okay.
And then Megan Oliver, the PTA president.
And then online we have.
I'm Raya Hamilton. I'm the NAACP rep.
Yes.
Oh, I'm Natalie Hull Simpson. I'm the membership chair.
Okay.
All right, so my name is Steph Traore, new parent here. I am here to work with my nephew, Etienne Traore. He's in French program in 4th grade. My sister is also a teacher, I think on the next side. Over there, Angie. Yes.
And Carl Sandberg's side.
Yes, ma'am.
So the door right here leads. That's where we border. Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So I'll start with the update, and Melanie, you join in with me. I really have two things to talk about tonight that is current information for us to have. One is staffing for next year. So it's at this time we already start planning for next year. And staffing was released in mid-February. And it just comes in numbers. You have this many teachers, and we have to look at our plans and our numbers of students to figure out who goes where. So without going into too much detail, I will say what's going to be different, or that's I see a trend happening. So this year we had one kindergarten classroom less on the English side. So we have French, we have English, and then we have our autism program. Our French classes, and I think most of us are all in the French side, those seats are filled to the brim because that is a lottery-based program. So when I get like enrollment predictions or projections for the year, I can siphon off right away to the capacity of the French immersion, since they're lottery and we have wait lists to get in there. And then what's left in each grade level is generally what I divide up into what would be projected for our English side. This year, we have 2 kindergarten. There's 2 in French in every grade level. Kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 2 classes of French at each grade level. On the English side, it varies a little bit because on the English side, we are a focus school, which means we have reduced class sizes. So it depends on the grade, but in the primary grades, kindergarten 1st and 2nd, the class is 1 to 18. So each class would have 18. If you go to 19, then you're over, right? So this year, our kindergarten numbers were smaller, and we're projected for kindergarten next year to be 16 less. So it's in line with what we have this year, what the projection. Last year we were projected higher. We moved people around in the summer and had 2 sections. So next year for kindergarten, there'll be 2 French and 2 English. That is what it was this year. But the classes in kindergarten are like 13, 14. They're low, right? I have 3 first grade sections in English. I can't fill those 3 spots. So we have this for staffing lost 1 teacher allocation for this year in our staffing.
Julie Zalabon.
You would think it would be that first grade teacher, but the way it works in the county contractually is the least senior person hired is the one that is involuntary transferred. Now, it does not impact the French program because those are kind of specific positions that we can't, you know, pull from that. So we will be making staffing changes. We did involuntary transfer one teacher. She has already been offered multiple positions, so she's taken care of. We got her. But that would mean we're going to be 2 sections of kindergarten, 2 sections of first, 3 sections right now still of second, 2 of fourth, and 2 of fifth in each grade level. So we lost 1 teacher allocation. The other thing with our staffing is we lost a half a day a week of a focus teacher. So our focus teacher, they do a lot of work in the math. They teach the compacted math sections. They teach academic intervention groups. They can teach enrichment groups. They're certified teachers, and they're used in a way to support programming as needed. So we lost a half a day there. We also lost a half a day a week of ESOL teachers. So while it sounds like a lot and certainly will be impacted, we are in good shape comparative to other schools, elementary schools, because across the county, as you've been probably reading and hearing on the news, there's cuts. So while we don't want to lose anybody, I think we're going to be fine. And there's always a chance if our numbers change that we can allocate and advocate for some additional staffing. So we'll be watching. Our 3rd grade numbers are higher for next year. 2nd going to 3rd is they're going from right now from 3 to 2. So they're bordering on. So we'll be watching those throughout the summer. So that was the first. Is there any questions about staffing or the staffing plan for next year as of right now?
If you have friends that have kindergartners and live in the community, please have a nurse.
Yes.
And that's opening up on, is that opening up?
Yes, but we'll take them now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, we'll take them like, okay.
Take them now.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
open
take
now.
them now. Well, the county kindergarten registration is March 15th, which is what I wanted to talk about. So thank you for the lead in. But we'll take them now. You can do it online. You can come in. We have multiple language speakers. We are happy to welcome students in. Kindergarten orientation for this year, welcoming new kindergarten students in. It has traditionally been an orientation day where our current kindergarten students stay home and our new upcoming kindergartners come in and visit the classroom. They take a tour of the school, they meet the teachers, they see the school bus, they get to ride on the school bus. That is changing for all of Montgomery County for this coming school year. There is no longer kindergarten orientation days where we ask our current kindergarten students to stay home while we welcome our new upcoming kindergarten team as kids. So what's going to look like is we now call it kindergarten registration or kindergarten enrollment. We are going to get that students enrolled, and then we will figure out a plan on how to give tours or have play dates through the summer so our kinders and families coming in feel comfortable. There will be a parent meeting for kindergarten parents during pre-service week, which will be in August, but we don't want our kindergarten parents worried over the summer. So we're going to find out a way to help bridge that gap so they know that they're welcomed and we're looking forward to them and their children will be welcomed and safe. It will likely be tours, a few tours given in the spring for families. It will happen after the May when our French immersion families have committed to whether they'll come for kindergarten or not. So we have a number. But that is the plan for all of Montgomery County, not just us. So that's a pretty big change.
How's that gonna be announced to families, so people that already are here and expect that, what is the thought for that?
So for our families that enroll, we'll have their email, so we'll reach out to them directly about opportunities to come in and see the school and have their questions answered. And then I will put it in Connect Ed, we can send it through the PTA, put it on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Those are the big updates. Those are
Thank you, Ms. Brenda, appreciate that. So when we talked earlier about that we did the board conversations. I don't think there was anything new to report from anyone, because I think Colby has to be out today due to a family emergency, so we can get that update in April. And then I think Tanya was mentioning in terms of communications, talking about the uneasiness of member hubs / give backs and updating things. That was not user friendly. And we will go ahead in other business. We'll talk about the events that are coming up. But if Raya, if you want to, do you have any update for us, Raya? Anything you want to say?
Not really. The only thing is that some folks have expressed interest in having a school-wide Black History Month celebration. So we're planning a planning meeting next November with you, Megan. So folks who are interested in organizing Black History Month celebration, please reach out to Megan and me next November.
Okay.
Raya talked to a family in my Mishi Pai's class that she was really interested in helping organize that. And I guess she's an MCBF teacher. And so she already has a lot of the documentation. And so she said she could implement what she already has at our school.
That's great.
Yeah.
She has some great ideas about announcements and yes, and projects for the kids. Yes.
And she's very excited about it. So it's good to have someone with a lot of energy to help take that on in convention with other people. So we'll talk about it next fall. Okay, so then is there anything that you want to say, Aisha? You think you're good since you don't have any facts as much? Okay, so we'll go back to that. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, so then we're coming up. So we're going to talk a little bit about this skating night coming up. So I looked at skating night's this Saturday at Cabin John. It starts at 6:30 and it goes until 8 o'clock. And tickets are now closed, but we sold 247 tickets. So it's a slightly less than last year, but it's still a good showing.
What did we sell last year?
I don't remember the exact. I think it was like maybe an additional 25 or
so. It was close.
Well, it was close, yeah. So I'm happy it's going to be well attended.
Because it was packed and nice.
Yeah, so I think hopefully the slightly less will be nice. I think in terms of skating purposes. So I think it will be fun. And we're all figuring all the details. And then Amanda and myself and Miss Prin will be there handing out tickets. For that. And then Rachel, looks like you're still on. Rachel, are you able to talk about Spring Fling?
Sure. Spring Fling planning is well on its way. We have a lot of interest so far. We have booked Kona Ice, so they will be there. And we are currently working on a food truck of some small snack variety. So if anybody out there has a lead on a food truck that does something like empanadas or pretzels or something tiny and inexpensive, please feel free to reach out to me and let me know. My name's Rachel Bonus. Also, one of the things that we are hoping to do is to have a teacher versus parent soccer game or something of that variety. Yeah, and we do also have a lead on a lot of our tables that we'll have, things like tattoo, nail painting, dino dig, and a lot of the things that we had last year. And also the plan is to also have Kids After Hours sponsor a bouncy house at the event. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, they're also going to have the petting zoo as well. That's
Oh, yep, and the petting zoo, that's right.
And the time has changed from the previous years. It's going to be from 2 to 4 on Saturday, May 4th. And there'll be more volunteer opportunities as well as having SSL hour kid opportunities as well. If you have a student that can be applicable for SSL hours.
And parent volunteer hours, because we will
Sure.
need parents to help with the tables.
Yes. And without those things will be coming out probably in the next few weeks.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel. And Rachel Stalcup is running the silent auction portion of it. And as of now, she said that things are looking good and things are coming in or coming in for the auction. And so that's filling up nicely. So we have that. And then we also talked about International Night is going to be on April 18th. And Ronnie Kingsley is planning that. And so I will know more. I'm trying to get in touch with him about what he needs from the PTA to help support that. And to get families signed up to have their tables and everything like that. I think that's from 6:30 to 8. Is that what we've done traditionally?
Yeah.
Is that something?
6:30, yeah.
It's a Thursday, so that's what I know. Because I know last year was on a Friday, so.
6:30 to 8. I think families come in to set up at 6, if I'm thinking back correctly. And
okay.
6:30.
Okay.
It's hugely well attended.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that will be a nice. I'm happy we're able to make that work. And then we were talking to Maryvale about the 50th anniversary of French immersion in MCPS, and then that is scheduled for April 27th. And so that's both, they're looking for volunteers for that, and they're also looking for financial donations for that. And we were talking about how to push that out from the PTA to kind of help support that endeavor. Is there anything you want to say to the membership group about that?
The Maryvale community has been extremely helpful and supportive. What we are trying to do is make sure that we have opportunities for food and drink as families gather together after the presentations. And so there's a small but mighty community that is reaching out to businesses, and Sarah Gallagher, I believe she's from Sligo, has developed a spreadsheet that we write down the businesses we've reached out to, who the contact person is it a donation in kind or money? Because the ultimate aim is to generate money in order to either pay for food or to have a donation in kind, whether it be croissant or sandwiches or drinks or whatever the business can afford. So each one of us is going to be reaching out to our general area of community. Sarah Gallagher is concentrating on the Silver Spring in her area. I'll be looking at the Rockville and the various French businesses, but it doesn't have to be just French. I can reach out to Harris Teeter or Safeway or Target that have programs that donate food. And then because right now, thanks to the generosity of parents, we have enough funds to pay for the rental of the facility, as well as paying for the IT services. So that's what we are right now. Which is a huge burden off of our task. And now our task is to move forward and do fundraising for food and beverage. So that's where we are.
Great, thank you. The other thing is Ryan Hamilton and I are also coordinating for on Monday to have our bus driver appreciation. And so the PTA purchased water bottles for all the bus drivers. There's 37 of them. Ryan's trying to get donuts, fingers crossed. For the morning people, it's been proving a little bit more tricky to get them to Krispy Kreme, so we're trying to do that. So Ryan and I are gonna hand them out in the morning for the morning, and then there's a few handful of people that are afternoon, if I'm not mistaken, that I've done when I talked to Ann Stevenson.
Yes.
That's what she told me. So so we'll be here in the afternoon to make sure that everyone gets their really well-deserved appreciation. We also encourage families to get their students to make a card, do a note or a drawing to get to their bus driver, either this week or next week. So that's working. And then Rachel Bonus is also coordinating Teacher Appreciation Week, which is the last week in April and the first week in May. And so we're trying to figure out a breakfast and a lunch, kind of similar to the same framework that we did last year. So we'll probably need some assistance and volunteers for that as well. So that will be forthcoming as well. So yeah, and I think we've finished all of our businesses. This is our open forum. So if anyone has anything they want to bring up or any topics they would like to discuss, you feel free to do so.
So I could share that Monday, it did go out, hold up, let me just make sure. The reading. Spirit Week.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. So.
Well, children have been taking the flyers home. Next week is the reading spirit week.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
all right,
so
excited about. All right, good, for a second, I was like, hold up.
You know,
Every day Vera wakes up and she's like, how many days?
Oh, that's so cute.
She has her outfit picked out for dressing like a teacher, she's like.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's really.
Oh, God, that's awesome. That's awesome.
She's ready, and she's
Good.
looking forward to it.
For anyone that's not sure about it, then there was a letter that went home or like a little flyer, and so Monday is Superhero Day. And
Next Monday.
the 18th and the 19th is workout. And then there's dressed like a staff member, teacher. On Wednesday.
Teachers are supposed to dress
Just
like
like
the
the student.
Oh, really?
I gotta go
I think it was that
Those two ways.
That's amazing.
Oh, I'm excited about.
I'm gonna work on my outfit. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm excited about
Oh,
that.
that'd be awesome.
and the 21st is a book character, which is Thursday. And then Friday is cozy clothes or, oh gosh.
Workout clothes? You say is it cozy clothes or workouts? That's what Claire was saying.
Animal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
Cozy
Bring
clothes.
your stuffed animal.
Oh,
stuffed
stuffed
Bring your stuffed animal.
I need someone else to write it. Meet her.
Bring your stuffed animal.
I think the big thing about this exciting is that the fifth graders, I think, they're the ones that decided what they wanted.
Oh, so they have a lot of ownership.
Yeah, it was like the fall spirit week. We were trying to give fifth graders more opportunities to become leaders in the building. So they are, and they have the best ideas. We just have to listen to them, right? So,
That's very
excited.
thank you.
Mhm.
I love that. Does anyone online have anything they want to bring up? Well, thank you all so much for attending. I very much appreciate it.
Really,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't mind.
Please, yes, please.
Well, I work with New York Life Insurance Company.
Mhm.
We have a program called Grief Sensitive Initiative program. It's full initiative, sorry, somehow. But what it is basically someone like me will come and present to the school staff ways to bring awareness to a student who's grieving or who's in need and going through that transition. And basically what it is, I mean, after I do the presentation to the staff, the school is eligible for $500 grants. So the only cost to the school is basically just about 30 minutes of your time or anything like that. I don't think I've sent anything to Maryvale yet. There's a lot of schools in this district, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to reach as many as I can. And that's part of my social mission.
And it's about grief.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'd be interested in hearing more about that. Is it about how to help teachers with students that are experiencing
It's
loss?
about helping teacher
First-
providing the tools for the
Okay.
teacher to be able to identify certain behaviors and
Okay,
how to help. Because
yeah,
there's not one way to grieve. I mean, from
Right.
kids to adults.
well, we have had, loss this year, but our children have experienced loss in families this year, so.
I mean, I will send you some more information.
That would be great. That would be terrific. Yeah.
Thank you all so much. And we're also gonna figure out the date because Miss Knight reminded me of that the end of Ramadan is the night that's scheduled for our next meeting. So we'll figure out if it's gonna happen, because I know April's gonna be very chaotic, but we have definitely 5 things to discuss, especially with some of our pertinent people that were not able to be here tonight. So maybe it will just be a Zoom one, just because I know people are gonna be very busy come April. But there are definitely things to talk about. So we'll be in touch about that.
Yeah, Ramadan started just this week,
did,
and we have many that are participating in the fast.
Mhm.
We're providing alternate locations for them to, so they're not sitting with friends that are eating in front of them, so they, it's going
Okay.
well. It's a month-long celebration.
Yes. Okay, good.
When is the deadline for the donation for the anniversary?
There's no deadline.
It's always welcome.
There's all, money is always welcome, but I can give you the link,
To share with people, we have like a flyer or anything like that?
there's a flyer, I can give you a flyer but Kishon and his mom received it, so I can forward it to you. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, it's trash.
It's trash paper. Yeah, so I can definitely.
And then reach out to Rachel if we have a lead for the food truck.
Food truck.
Yes, yeah, Rachel Bonus, and I can
Yeah,
give you, I
yeah.
can give you her email address if you'd like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be very.
Thank you all so much. We appreciate it. Have a good evening.
Thank you.